Hey guys, my name is Harry and today I'm going to be talking about the 4 different tiers of plyometric that was popularized by McKines Watson, who's also the founder of Plus Plyos. I've taken his coaching course on the introduction to plyometric by him, and he discussed the 4 different types of plyometric, and he discussed about the cons of def jumps and some of the other myths about plyometrics. And he emphasizes that, def jumps, there definitely is a place for that. I'm not saying that it should not be used, but for most people, if you're not even remotely close to having a good vertical jump or having a good strength shortening cycle, you should not be using it at all just because you don't have the capacity to even handle that. And you get so much stimulation just from continuous rhythmic plyometrics on the track or on the court. So he discusses about these 4 different tiers of plyometrics. So there's light tier, medium tier, pain tier, and deep tier. Deep tier is not really a plyometric movement, but it's more of getting you into deeper ranges of motion, using more of a muscular strategy, and helping you be able to handle forces at a deeper angle position. So let's talk about light tier first, which is the first plyometric tier. That is just some really simple light hops, light skips, light leaps, and there's nothing crazy. You're really just trying to get the rhythm very, very light on the floor. You're just trying to get some ground contacts, get your tendons a little bit stimulated, use it as a warm-up, and that's basically light tier. Yeah, you see kids do it all the time. We all do it in warm-ups, but we're doing skips of different variations, and that's what he categorizes as light tier. So for the mid tier, right, this is the ones that will be a little bit more changes of direction. It's about 70% of your max intent. So you're not doing plyometrics at the point where you're grimming your face, you're trying to really, really drive hard output, but relatively graceful, right? You're trying to just get a good rhythm, right? Feel that pop in your tendons, feel that quick ground contact times on the floor, and try to just be quick off the ground and getting relatively high as well. But the difference is that you are challenging more of your ability to maybe go in different changes of direction. Maybe it's lateral leaps, and you might be going laterally, so you're not able to actually go as hard as you would do in the sagittal plane, which means the back and forth action. So that's what you kind of categorize as mid-tier. So for the next tier, the pain tier, is where all the fun is. Mid-tier is actually pretty fun as well if you understand the importance of it, how you actually input changes of directions into it to challenge your center of mass, challenge your ankle and knees stability and proprioception. But for the pain tier, that pretty much just sums it up. You're just trying to go max intent, trying to get as high as possible, get as far as possible. And finally, for the deep tier, this is actually really, really good for warm-ups, for cooldowns, and for the end of session, just to get a little bit of muscular strategy going. Very, very good for allowing you to handle deeper ranges of motion, allowing your joints to be more comfortable in them because you're spending a little bit more time in them, helping you get a better squat, and just because you're adding a little bit of force into it and velocity into it instead of just trying to squat down statically. So this is actually helps open up your mobility as well. And there's so much good benefits from deep tier that I think it's now catching the wave of, and it's only going to get bigger. So these are kind of the 4 tiers. I don't want to take this video too long. I just wanted to give you a quick introduction to the different tiers of plyometrics, how I actually program them, and hopefully that was helpful for you to understand what we're doing within the plyometric programs.